Anteco contacted me and asked that I try out their Angle-izer. This is a four-sided ruler, basically, and it has the ability to lock down at any of the four corners so that you can take measurements and angles and transfer those to the material that you're working on. So I thought today I would use this to put up a couple pieces of my hardy siding on the workshop here. So let's get to it. Let's take a close-up look at the tool here. As you can see, it has four sides and four knobs. Each of these can be adjusted independently. So if you had something that was really thin, you could measure like that and lock that down, and you could get that angle consistent all the time. Or, like I'm about to use now for this siding, I can use one edge as a straight edge and adjust the other to get the angle that I need. Now you'll notice that each side has a ruler that has the centimeters and inches on here. And on the end of each of these there is a line, and that can be used to match up on a number for an accurate location every time. So if you knew that something needed to start, let's say here from 0, 4 inches wide, you could just come out here and match up those twos, and that would be 4 inches inside of there. So very cool. The backside is plain and just has these sliding nuts here, which allows it to move around. I've got a tape measure and the Angle-izer. I'm going to determine how high this piece is going to be right here. I need it to be 32 inches. And now to get the angle across the top here, I'm going to use the Angle-izer, and I'm just going to place it up here against the top of the building and let the side piece be even with the side of the building. And I'm going to lock that down on all four sides. And that's going to give me the angle that I need here for the top piece. I measured again to make sure, and I need 32.5 inches from the bottom. So I'm just going to mark that location here on my hardy board. And now I can take the Angle-izer that has been locked down to the angle I need and match up that corner with where I need it. And I can put that angle in here by just running my line on the top side of the angle. And now I know on the other side I need to have approximately 4 foot. So just to be sure the Angle-izer is working properly, I'm going to go over here and measure that. It's 4 foot. Okay, here's my 4 foot mark. Now let's see if I run a straight line across those 2 points, if it will match up with the Angle-izer. Okay, I'm going to lay a straight edge across here and see what we get. Hopefully it is the same angle at both sides. And it appears to be close. I think what's happened is I've measured up a little bit wrong. I just measured again on the building, and it is 4.5 inches is what it needs to be. So that's where my angle is off here. So I just need to come up 1/2 inch on my measurement here, and I'm guessing that is going to solve the problem. Nice. So as you can see, that piece fit up there quite nicely, and it was mostly due to using the correct angle to get into position there. Now that was just one simple way of using the Angle-izer. I have another idea that I'm going to be using in an upcoming video, and that is to take this and use it as a template for drawing out things. So let's say I have an electrical outlet that I need to cut out with the jigsaw. Then what I can do is just match this up to the size of the outlet, whether it's a single or a double switch, and then I can trace that and simply cut out the size that I need from a piece of OSB or plywood, and that would save a lot of time. And I'm also thinking that if I need to cut a piece of tile to a specific angle, then I can adjust that and fit a corner or fit something that would be a very odd shape that then could be traced out and cut appropriately. And then besides just having the angle potential, it can also do other things. You could measure out and use this as a compass if you had to swing it around in a certain direction. It also has, of course, the different measuring tapes on here that you can use with the lines to mark exactly where you need this angle to be. So very practical little tool here, and I intend on using this in the future in some of my woodworking projects that I have planned out. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to check out the Angle-izer, I have the link to this down in the description below. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.